How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a leak that was recently deconfirmed by the one and only Vergeben. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, I understand that there are extremely mixed feelings about Vergeben. Some people believe that this guy is 100% credible and everything that he says is going to be true, while other people say that he really doesn't have that kind of credibility anymore, especially since he was wrong about Banjo-Kazooie. So make sure you guys make your own decisions and take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read while I talk, you can find a link to the original post in the description bar down below. And now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my other social media presences, such as my Twitter and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. Now guys, the information that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from GameFAQs.com, and it is directly asking Vergeben, to which he actually responds. So now guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what Vergeben has to say. So guys, like I said, this information comes from GameFAQs.com, and it is titled, 4chan Plot Thickens, has a mecha. So a little bit of background information for those of you guys who weren't already aware, there was a 4chan post a while ago that had been picking up a ton of traction, and basically it detailed a new character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The three main qualifications for this character was that it was going to be a female character, it was going to have a mecha, and it was also going to be a character that was going to disappoint a lot of fans. Well, recently, Amazon decided to go ahead and leak an Overwatch Switch case that's going to be releasing very soon, which has led a lot of people to believe that Overwatch is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and that we might get a character from Overwatch in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, because at this point, this leak was already picking up a ton of traction, somebody decided to go ahead and ask Vergeben directly about it, and they actually got a response. So, in a post by Ryu, they say, Trombone, I do love Mega Man Legends, but Trombone would be a huge letdown for a multitude of reasons. To which Ryu responds, which fits all three qualifications. Female, has a mecha, and will disappoint a lot of people. Not that I think for 1 second that this is anything more than a rumor-mongering blank post. Then we actually get a response from Vergeben where all he says is, fake. There, I commented on it. So guys, Vergeben has officially gone ahead and deconfirmed this leak from having any validity, so let's go ahead and talk about the possible next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character, and a little bit about Vergeben as well. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is Vergeben himself. Now, if you guys weren't around for the Super Smash Bros. Speculation phase before we moved into DLC and knew the entire base roster, Vergeben was one of the most prominent leakers by far. He predicted things like Ridley, Ice Climbers, Simon Belmont, and a bunch of other characters coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so a lot of people for a very long time thought that this guy was legit. They actually thought that this guy had a lot of credibility. Then the infamous Grinch leak happened, and we saw Vergeben say that the Grinch leak was fake, and we were just getting Ken and Incineroar, and for a while, that made people believe that Vergeben was 100% credible because he predicted the Grinch leak was going to end up being fake. Now we move into the DLC phase, where Vergeben has stated before that Banjo-Kazooie was not going to make it into the game, and although he did mention some stuff about the Dragon Quest hero making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, he didn't say anything about the Dragon Quest alternate costumes or anything else like that. I believe that he was just talking about the hero from Dragon Quest 3, which was Erdrick making it into the game. However, as we know, we got 4 different character alts, so a lot of people have started doubting his credibility. However, guys, he definitely has a very strong track record, so although I do not believe Vergeben 100%, I do believe he still has at least some kind of credibility. So now, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the 4th DLC character. So a lot of people in the comments when I made the video about Tracer and the Overwatch Nintendo Switch case told me that just because we were getting an Overwatch Switch case and Overwatch was most likely coming to the Nintendo Switch, that doesn't mean that Tracer is going to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and although I do disagree slightly, just because I think that Blizzard would really like some representation into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I guess we can go ahead and roll with that and say that Tracer and the girl and Mecha have absolutely zero chance of making it in at this point. So guys, that begs the question, who is the next DLC fighter that is going to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? So in terms of the 4th DLC fighter, guys, the one that I believe has the strongest chance of making it in is Frisk from Undertale. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while now, Frisk has been the topic of debate for a very long time now. There are people very strongly on both sides, some saying that Frisk is definitely going to make it in, while others are saying that Frisk really doesn't have that good of a chance. However, guys, I personally believe that Frisk has a much better chance than a lot of people give them credit for. Now, for those of you guys who don't already know, for the past couple of weeks, we have been covering this series of leaks, dubbed the Fat Pikachu leaks. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about the Fat Pikachu leaks in this video, but if you guys want to check them out, I will leave a link to all of them in the description bar down below, so that way you guys can go ahead and learn about these leaks, because trust me guys, there is some important information in there. However, guys, the subject of the Fat Pikachu leak that has got tons of people talking is Frisk. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, but Chris, how does Frisk have a chance of making it in at all? I mean, it's Frisk. Like, why would we get an indie rep into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and why wouldn't we get Sans if we were getting an Undertale rep? Well, guys, although I personally would much rather have Sans in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, just because I do believe that Sans is way more iconic than Frisk, I can see where people are coming from when they say that Frisk has a better chance. For those of you guys who've never played Undertale before, Frisk is the main character of the Undertale franchise. You play as Frisk throughout the entire game, and although Sans is a pretty popular and pretty iconic figure in the game, you only battle him a couple of times, and you play as Frisk throughout the whole game, so yeah, I could definitely see Sakurai choosing Frisk over Sans. Not only that, guys, but if you decide to fight Sans, I believe that he dies in only one hit, so it might be a little bit harder to incorporate Sans into Smash Ultimate over Frisk. However, guys, with all of that being said, does an indie character from Undertale really have a chance? And to that I say, yeah guys, there is no rule that says an indie character cannot make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, look at Shovel Knight for Pete's sake. Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in the game, and although lots of people really wanted him to be a playable character, we did get some kind of indie representation in Smash, so I believe that the next bit of indie representation that we are going to be getting is an Undertale character as playable in the game, and I think that we are going to see the announcement of Frisk very soon. However, guys, with that being said, I do think that there is one other character that has a much better shot of making it into the game that a lot of people just don't give him credit for, being Doom Guy. Now, for those of you guys who don't already know, Doom Guy is the main protagonist of a game called Doom. Currently, there are 2 Doom games on the Nintendo Switch, being both Doom and Doom Eternal. Now, I know there are other Doom games on the Switch, like I believe there's some NES or SNES games. I don't remember exactly, but I know that there is some other Doom games on the Switch. However, these are the most prevalent. Now, in terms of Doom Guy's chances, what makes him qualified to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Because Sakurai just doesn't add in any old character, and for those of you guys who didn't already know, Doom Guy was actually the first person to popularize the first-person shooter genre. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, think about games like Halo or Call of Duty, where you take the position as like Master Chief or the Call of Duty guy, and you just see the gun in front of you. Well, Doom was actually one of the first game franchises to popularize that, so yeah, like those games have taken inspiration, and although those games might be a little bit more popular than Doom, Doom is still the reason that those games exist the way that they do, which is why I think that Sakurai is definitely going to give Doom the proper representation it deserves. However, guys, with all of that being said, do I take Vergeben's word that the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character is not actually going to be the female with a mecha suit? And honestly, guys, yeah, I do believe that we are probably not going to be getting a female character in a mech suit, just because, once again, guys, although this random leak has been gaining a ton of traction recently, like, it's still just a text post leak that comes from 4chan, so we have to take it with a grain of salt. And honestly, guys, just given all the evidence that we have been seeing so far, Frisk definitely has the best chance of making it in next. That's just my own personal opinion, and I think that that's the next character we are going to end up seeing. However, guys, with all of that being said, let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Vergeben is still credible, and would you guys like to hear more from him? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.